Hey there, it's me, just a regular guy from a small coastal town called Haven's Edge, sitting here thinking about something wild that happened when I was a kid, something that changed everything. Picture this. I'm 10 years old, hiding behind some jagged rocks on Sunset Bluff, sketching waves crashing against the shore, trying to drown out the world, mostly this jerk, Tommy, who'd been flicking my ears all day on our school field trip. Nobody believed me when I said I saw something awful, but I swear, I watched Vincent Caldwell, the richest guy in town, push his daughter Lily, a girl in a wheelchair, right off that cliff. Yeah, I know, sounds like something out of a movie, right? But I was there, frozen, watching Vincent, all polished in his fancy suit, shove that wheelchair like it was nothing, like he was tossing out trash. Lily's scream, it still echoes in my head, sharp and desperate, before the ocean swallowed it. I ran to my teachers, yelling. He pushed her. We gotta help her. But MS. Carter just gave me that look, the one adults give kids when they think you're spinning tales. Jake, calm down. You're imagining things, she said, while Tommy snickered, calling me a liar. Even the cops brushed me off, saying Vincent reported Lily missing after a boating accident. Boating accident, my foot. I knew what I saw, and it wasn't some kid's overactive imagination. The thing is, nobody wanted to believe a scrawny kid like me over Vincent Caldwell, Haven's Edge's golden boy, the guy who funded the library, the hospital, the whole dang town. But I couldn't let it go. Every night, I'd see Lily's face, hear that scream, and I'd sketch what I saw: Vincent's cold stare, the wheelchair tipping over the edge. Then one day, I opened my sketchbook and found something I didn't draw, a shaky, childlike sketch of a girl in a cave, with 3 words scrawled underneath: I'm not gone. My heart stopped. Was Lily alive? Was she trying to tell me something? That's when I knew I had to do something, even if it meant going up against a guy who owned half the town. I wasn't alone for long. Enter Riley, this tough-as-nails teenager with purple streaks in her hair and a rap sheet for tagging park benches. She caught me staking out Vincent's mansion, scribbling notes about his shady meetings, like the time he handed a fat envelope to some guy in a black SUV. You're either crazy or onto something, kid, Riley said, smirking, but she stuck around. We started digging, sneaking around Vincent's estate, finding weird stuff like a spare wheelchair hidden in his garage, dusty but identical to the one Lily was in. Why keep a second one if she drowned at sea? Then my grandma, Nana Beth, dropped a bomb. She used to work for Vincent's late wife, Sarah, who died in a fall years ago. He controlled her, Jake, Nana whispered, and I always wondered if that fall was an accident. Suddenly, this wasn't just about Lily, it was about a whole history of secrets Vincent buried. Riley and I kept at it, tailing Vincent to his fancy lunches with the police chief, watching him charm everyone while we found clues that didn't add up, like old newspaper clippings about Sarah's death with no autopsy, or how the medical examiner retired to Hawaii right after. But the real game-changer came when we tracked down Eli, a grizzled old maintenance guy Vincent fired years ago. He lived in a cabin deep in the woods, off the grid, and when we showed up, he nearly chased us off with a shotgun. I ain't involved with that snake Caldwell, he growled. But then a voice called from inside, a girl's voice. It was Lily, alive, standing on shaky legs, no wheelchair in sight. She told us everything. How Vincent had been drugging her for years, keeping her weak to control her, how her mom started asking questions before she fell. That day on the cliff, Vincent thought he'd gotten rid of her, but she'd landed on a ledge, battered but alive, and Eli found her. He wanted me helpless, Lily said, her voice quiet but fierce, so he could play the grieving dad. We had proof now: her story, Sarah's old letters, even a creepy tape of Vincent threatening Lily, but nobody in town would listen. The cops, the mayor, even my school principal were all in Vincent's pocket, bought with his donations. So we hatched a plan, a risky one. Lily would turn herself in at the town square, wired with a mic to catch Vincent confessing. We thought we had him, but man, were we wrong. Vincent showed up, all teary-eyed for the cameras, but before Lily could say much, cops swarmed in, and a doctor jabbed her with a needle. She's delusional, Vincent told the reporters, needs psychiatric care. They carted her off to Seaside Manor, a fancy name for a place that locks away problem kids. I watched, helpless, as Lily's eyes glazed over from the drugs, and Vincent just smiled, like he'd won. I was wrecked, thinking we'd lost her for good. But then another drawing showed up in my sketchbook. Don't give up, it said, with a sketch of a boy holding a key. Lily was still fighting, even drugged up in that place. Riley's brother, Ethan, a law student, and a disbarred lawyer named Clara joined us, and we planned a crazy rescue. I dressed up as a delivery kid. Riley played an intern causing chaos at the front desk, and Eli messed with the power grid. I got to Lily's room, found her barely awake, for dripping who knows what into her arm. "You came," she whispered, and I swear, I'd never felt braver. We got her out, but Vincent was waiting outside with his goons. "You're a pest, kid," he sneered, but pests get squashed. Just then, Eli's truck roared up, and we peeled out, leaving Vincent in the dust. We hid in an old quarry, where Lily started getting stronger, walking more each day, like she was reclaiming herself. Meanwhile, Clara leaked our evidence online: Sarah's letters, Lily's testimony, all of it. The internet went wild, and Vincent's perfect image started cracking. He fought back, getting Nanabeth arrested on some trumped-up charge, but that only made people angrier. Protests popped up outside his mansion, and even my old bully Tommy admitted, "I should have believed you, Jake." We decided to end it where it started: Sunset Bluff. We leaked a photo of Lily in her wheelchair at the cliff, knowing Vincent couldn't resist showing up. He did, gun tucked under his jacket, thinking he'd finish what he started. "You're a liability, Lily," he hissed, "just like your mom." But then Lily stood up, strong and steady, and his facey, oh man, it was like he saw a ghost. "You can't control me anymore," she said, and we all stepped out: me, Riley, Ethan, Eli, Clara, cameras streaming live. Vincent lost it, screaming, "She's mine," as he lunged for her, but Lily dodged, and he nearly went over the cliff. Eli yanked him back, saying, "You don't get off that easy." Cops swarmed in, real ones this time, not Vincent's cronies, and they cuffed him as cameras rolled. At his trial, Lily walked to the stand, no wheelchair, no fear, and told the world how he'd drugged her, killed her mom, and tried to erase her. The jury didn't even blink: guilty, life in prison. Haven's edge changed after that. Nanabeth was freed, Riley got a scholarship, Eli reunited with his kid, and Lily started a foundation for kids like her. Me? I turned my sketches into a book, raising money for trauma programs. A year later, Lily and I went back to Sunset Bluff. She stood there, wind in her hair, looking out at the ocean. "This place isn't his anymore," she said, smiling. "It's just a cliff now." I sketched her one last time, standing tall, free. It hit me, then sometimes the smallest voices, the ones everyone ignores, can bring down giants. So what do you think? Would you speak up if no one believed you? If the whole town called you a liar? Drop a comment. Share your thoughts. What's it take to stand up for what's right when the world's against you? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep these stories alive.